Hi, Tommy.
Liam.
How you doing?
Right, stay there. We'll try and get Sean on. Here we go. Seems a bit better now.
Alright, mate, how you doing?
That's a lot better now. We're all cooking. If there's any sound problems, let us know out there.
I'm not even on the computer, Tommy. I'm just taking this call as it is.
You're a man. Right, so what was your point you were saying before you mentioned the unmentionable?
What do you mean the unmentionable? Oh, you talking about that brigade?
The who?
That brigade, you mean?
No, the ginger snap boy who played for that brigade that is unmentionable.
You need to remind me, mate.
I can't, mate, because if I do that, I'll just need to turn the show off and ban myself and batter shit out of myself.
Sean, you were talking about Pierre Van Hooydonk, you know?
Pierre Van Hooydonk.
No, I wasn't mentioning Van Hooydonk.
No, well, let's talk about it. Here's a question, right? Talking about strikers. Who has made the most impact the quickest as a Celtic striker? No who's the best, who do you like, but who came in the shortest period of time, went bumf, and you went, that guy's fucking brilliant. For me, I'll give you George Cadet.
You were talking about that wee person that we shouldn't mention.
No. I'm talking about just a player.
Well, either that then, I would say Machiavelli.
I would say George Cadet. Can you remember the first game? I can remember the game.
But his fucking registration was held back.
I know, but can you remember the game and who it was against when he came on and scored?
Aberdeen at Celtic Park, Tommy.
You're right, you bastard. I was just about to say that. It just came to me as well, Aberdeen. And what was, hold on.
I was there that night.
For the bonus question.
Radio 5 dead after it.
Tommy, who's that that's jumping in all the time?
That's Liam, the bold Liam that was on earlier on.
Hi, Sean.
Is that the boy I was speaking to?
Aye, mate. So here, what was the score when Cadet came on and he scored, and what was significant? What happened at the time when he scored to a radio station?
I'll tell you, it was 3 each, and George Cadet scored a goal that was legitimate.
It wasn't
but
3
some fat arms bastard
no, you're not
decided to
I'm not talking about that game.
Chop it offside.
I'm not talking about
Ibrox.
I'm not talking about that game. We're talking about his debut at Celtic Park against Aberdeen.
Tommy.
Aye.
I was there that night, right, and it was his debut. He came on and he scored the goal, and he blew, I think it was Radio 5 dead. He blew it off the airwaves because of noise that Celtic Park created that night. Parkhead erupted.
It was a Saturday game, was it? No, and I'm sure it was.
No, it was a midweek. No, it was a midweek game. It was a midweek game. It was a night time game.
Saturday game.
Oh, trust me, it wasn't. Trust me. I've got a better memory than that. It was a midweek game.
It was against Aberdeen, and I'm sure he scored a hat trick.
It was a hat trick. He came on and it was 3-0 and he scored the fourth goal. He came off the bench and he scored the fourth or fifth goal. I'm sure he scored the fourth or fifth. Aye.
I'll listen. I'll tell you right now. If I'm wrong, I'll donate. I'll put 500 fucking quid in your PayPal. It was a midweek game. I was there, and he blew Radio 5 live after the airwaves.
I'm telling you, it was during the. It might have been a midweek game, but it was. Right, what goal was it? Was it 4 or 5 when he scored? What was it scored? What was the man?
I can't remember which number of goal he scored, but the place went tonto and it blew the radio station off the airwaves. Do you remember that?
Aye, I'm sure it was when it was the fourth goal or the fifth goal when he scored. And I think we won 4 or 5. I'm sure it was 5-0 we won.
Honest to God, I've not got the best memory, Tommy, but I do know. I remember being there because I'll never forget that, because that's like one of the things. Aye. I know he's my Celtic legend because he was there for fucking half a heartbeat, but it was one of the things in my Celtic memory bank that's a bookmark, and it was a midweek game. It was dark. So it was a midweek game. It was night time. That is honestly, that's a fact. Like I said, failing. If that's no verified as a fact, I'll put £500. I'll buy you a new laptop that can support 4 fucking calls, mate. If that's not a midweek game, and it was a midweek night game, guaranteed.
Right. You reckon then, right? Hold on. I'm on to George Cadet. I've just put in George Cadet first goal.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I've put it wrong there. I've nearly got it for Celtic. And we're going to find out, because back then, if it was a Saturday, it would be a day game. If it was a midweek, so we'll be able to find out the date. 1st of April 1996, 5 goals, memorable, including George Cadet's debut strike. Hold on, what's this? 1996, but then it's got amazing goal by Giorgio Samaras.
I absolutely say April's not right, because it was a dark night. I remember it was a dark night.
Well, it must have been. See, I remembered it for being a nice night and being it being a daytime or being light, but then gone dark by the time he came on, and it must be that would be the right time of year, because about 7:30 in Glasgow by that time it would be kind of brightish, and then by the time the game finished when he came on, it'd be dark, and that's why it was confusing me.
Well, I'm going to I can't reset that and make someone on my phone listen to you on the phone and talk to you on the phone, but I can assure you it was midweek. It was a midweek game. It was night time. Because I remember being there, because as I said to you, you've got chapters in your life that are bookmarked, and you never forget them. I'll never forget that night. And the reason I'll never forget that night is because, not because he went to be a Celtic legend, because he didn't. He's not a Celtic legend, that fucker. He's on that Twitter, looking for pals all the time and stuff. He's not a Celtic fucking great. Tom Boyd's a Celtic great.
First goal scored that night by Simon Donnelly, header.
Him. But
Stay there and I'll play this. Stay there and I'll play this. Hold on.
Right.
Down now. See if I've got the organisation back. Good passing movements there. Celtic up. This could be an opening up as well. It's Van Hooydonk. There's the goal for Celtic. Yeah, Van Hooydonk. 70 minutes gone. It's 2-0 to Celtic. The long ball played forward. Van Hooydonk. That's McKinley.
Tosh McKinley, off.
Match is having. Boyd plays it through. Simon Donnelly.
Off. Simon Donnelly.
A stunning goal by Simon
Right, so
Donnelly.
here's it.
And a great build-up by Celtic.
So here's the 4th goal. So it was the 5th goal he scored then.
Van Hooydonk's there.
Van,
And there's another one for Van Hooydonk.
Van Hooydonk to Simon Donnelly to.
With 70 minutes gone. Well, this is turning into an absolute rout. They've really given their fans plenty to cheer about tonight.
Oh shit. I pressed the button, hold on.
Tommy Van Hooydonk scored his first goal at East Park.
Goalkeeper's going to be crucial. Here's the new boy coming through. Oh, he's done it. Cadet has scored. Georgie Cadet scores for Celtic. It's 5 goals to 0 here at Parkhead.
Off, hold on.
Here's the new boy coming through. Oh, he's done it. Cadet has scored.
And that for me is why Georges Cadet, his entrance and the surrounding it and the delay, and that would, for me, is why I put that question out to you. But shit, who was the best striker's debut? And for me, it was that George Cadet. Has anybody else got anything better?
I would say Frank McAvenny was better.
Who was he playing?
What do you mean, Tommy? Who was he playing? He
His
was
first
playing for
game.
Celtic.
Who was his first game? But who did he play against, and who was his goal?
Against Aberdeen, I believe, and he scored twice.
And that was in a double season. Was that his first game? Aye. I think it
might not have been his first game, but it was certainly, I believe, what I just told you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You heard that
But
was nine.
Sean being Sean, I'm probably wrong.
No, Sean, listen, you've got a token there for you were one of the last inhabitants of the jungle. So when it was standing room only, so fucking you got to
Well,
that.
I can tell you the same number.
Tell us again, what number are you again?
Well, just give me a second, Tommy, to walk into a different room.
There we go. This is history in the making. You're just as
This
every
is
bit as
history in the making because I was one of the, I believe, 10,000 that was in the jungle that
last
year.
standing. So you're in historic value, just like GWG. You've achieved Celtic immortality. There's Bill G man, GWG. He's been to
Tommy,
3 European
my
finals.
certificate number
Oof.
is 6296.
Salute to the 6296. 6296.
So I was the 6,296 person that went through the turnstiles when I was handed this certificate.
Fucking brilliant.
Was that the last day of the jungle, Sean? Was that the last day of the jungle?
That's right, I mate, against Dundee, and we beat them 3-0.
The last day
Before we
standing
put
in the
the
jungle.
Aye. I'm 35-year-old, so I used to go to the jungle. My old man, if we couldn't get in the jungle, we used to go to the Stone at the Celtic end. But I was in the jungle loads of times, and well, actually, more regular than I know. We went to the jungle, and what a place the jungle was for such a small amount of people. The noise and atmosphere that was taken in the jungle was phenomenal,
And do you know? See, I just say right. See if what I knew now, right. See the amount of times that I never stood in the jungle when I had the chance and stood in the Celtic end or stood round to the Rangers end or walked round because there was the time I loved and the time when we won the centenary, I moved from the Celtic end through the jungle down to the Mankey Mob end and then finally in the second Picts invasion I was out at the main stand and that was the beauty of that run. Before they put a block on the jungle, but you could walk in one bit and traipse around to the other bit. And the only thing that I've got to regret now when I think about it is as I sit here thinking about the jungle, the amount of times that I neglected to go in there when I had the fucking chance and to go back to it just for one more game.
Aye. I know what you're saying, Tommy. See the last day at Celtic Park? Yeah, Tommy, aye.
Aye.
See the last ever time we played at the old Celtic Park, my dad, we were in the Celtic end that day because we were too late to go in the jungle. And the end of the jungle had seats in it anyway, which was fucking rubbish. But anyway, the end of the game, my old man, and we waited to the place emptied, the whole Celtic end emptied, the stadium emptied basically. And me and my dad walked down the stairs. He got out towards the turnstiles, right? And what he turned in, my old man's a funny bugger this way about he's dead sentimental, and I've got a bit of that sentimentality about me as well. And we walked down the stairs, you got the top with the Celtic and then boom, down the stairs to where you would exit. And my dad said to me, wait a second or two. He went, look, let's go. And he made me turn back round, me and him, we walked back up the stairs, and we stood at the top, and we looked at what was going on. And my old man's got a saying, right, and it fucking annoys me, take it in. This is the last thing you're going to see. This is take it in. And that's the bit as a young boy. And I looked at the old Celtic Park. And see, right now, I don't even need to close my eyes to picture it. I can see it in my eyes. And now I can see it if I close my eyes. Old Celtic Park. My dad done that. And you know what? I'm glad my dad done that to me. Made us walk back up there just when the place was empty. Just stand and look one last time. Because there's I don't know, there's not many memories attached to that place.
Stop it, or I'll ban you forever, mate. You're breaking my fucking heart here.
No, I'm not trying to break it.
I know you're doing it in a nice way, mate, but you're breaking my heart, mate, because I fucking... Do you know, see that time, right? That's the time I regret as well, because see when Sean mentioned that, they put seats in the jungle, I never got to see that, because that time in my life, I was popping...
You were in England?
I was popping